I've mentioned in the past that it's important to have morning and evening routines. So I suppose it's time to get serious about establishing those routines. We've all experienced this familiar scenario. You wake up with an ambitious to-do list. I need to work out, clean the house, pen the next great American novel. You step out the door, ready to take on the world and discover its mysteries. Then life dishes out her form of schoolyard justice. Ouch.
Okay.
You come home dazed and confused, and perhaps slightly nauseous. You whip out your phone and sit on the couch in front of the TV with a case of Oreos. And after a whirl of space and time, inexplicable by science or philosophy, you find it's now bedtime, and you haven't accomplished anything you set out to accomplish that day. While there are many ways to get out of this rut of mediocrity, a great place to start is by establishing morning and evening routines, which will serve as bookends to a successful day. Having these routines are beneficial in many different ways. They can ensure your most important tasks are getting done. Life is a crazy ride. Whoa! Things beyond our control are constantly coming up and vying for our attention throughout the day. Even the best of intentions can be sidelined during the natural course of a hectic day. However, life tends to be much less hectic, in general, in the mornings and evenings. So while we can't control what happens in the middle of the day, we can usually control how we begin and end our day. So stop wasting these precious hours with sleep and TV, and start using them to work on your goals and accomplish the most important tasks you need to accomplish. If you really do want to write a novel this year, then incorporate 30 minutes of daily writing into your morning routine. Routines also help conserve willpower. In his book, Willpower, Dr. Baumeister discusses his fascinating research into the world of, well, willpower. He explains that we have a limited amount of willpower at our disposal to use throughout the day, and this willpower is depleted with every decision that we make. Big or small. Should I eat cereal or oatmeal? Should I respond to this email or call that client first?
Ketchup. 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 Huh. I'm in way over my head.
With each one of the countless choices we make each day, we deplete our finite reserves of willpower. This is a phenomenon known as decision fatigue. So, by the end of the day, we're running on willpower fumes and tend to follow the path of least resistance. Should I work out? Or eat some ice cream? Mint chocolate chip? Here I come. Should I watch the latest Brent's 2 cents and gain insight that will help benefit my life? Or mindlessly scroll through memes? Those videos are at least 6 minutes long.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
One way to counteract the negative effects of decision fatigue is to effectively manage your mental energy throughout the day. And one of the best ways to do this is, you guessed it, establish routines! Woo! When a behavior becomes a habit or a routine, you no longer have to think about doing it. You simply go on autopilot. For instance, when was the last time you had to consciously think about brushing your teeth or tying your shoes? The same principle applies to larger tasks. By inserting your goals into morning and evening routines, you ensure that you're able to work on them. And rather than exhausting all of your willpower trying to decide if you want to work out today, you work out simply because it's part of your routine. And let's face it, we could all use a little bit more of that conserved willpower. Routines help keep you focused. It's really easy for life to get away from you during the course of a day. Come back! But having meaningful morning and evening routines will help you recalibrate and stay focused on what's most important in your life. So here's the goal. I'm going to write down my morning and evening routines. And then, here's the kicker, I'm going to stick to them. Here's the plan. I'm going to take the goals that I've set for this year, which are rooted in my purpose and vision, and insert them into my daily routines. For instance, I recently set a goal that includes writing a song. So as part of my morning routine, I'll take 30 minutes each morning, which is when creativity is at its peak, and work on writing music. But routines lose their benefit if they're nothing more than nebulous good intentions. So be specific, be firm and be consistent.
Well, I want to wake up and work on my goals.
That routine's too vague and will likely result in you surfing the web mindlessly or maybe even going back to bed. You should be specific enough that you know exactly what you're going to be doing at any given time during the morning and evening. But it won't matter how specific you are if you don't actually stick to your routine, so you have to be firm. If you decide to start writing in your journal at 10 o'clock, start at 10 o'clock, not 10:05, because 10:05 quickly turns into 11 o'clock or later, and before long, your routine is rendered useless. That being said, routines are bound to change as you progress through life, so be flexible in overall change, but solid from day to day. And be consistent! After all, a routine is not a routine unless it's routine. Daily adherence to specific and firm routines will yield the results you seek. Of course, more can be done throughout the day to help you achieve your goals, but we'll get to that later. Until then, this has been Brent's 2 cents. Now, let's hear what's part of your routine.